The Words I Didn't Say, a novel by Tamika Newhouse. Chapter 1. Before Their Souls Said Goodbye. I've been so many places in my life and time. I've sung a lot of songs and made some bad rhymes. I've acted out my life in stages with 10,000 people watching. But we're alone now, and I'm singing this song to you, Donny Hathaway. I studied her face as Donny's voice crooned through the night's air. The song fit perfectly with how I was feeling right now. She was the perfect woman, the perfect wrong for me. I was wrong myself and I knew that. Selfish in so many ways that I expected her to accept my faults in spite of her pain. She loved me and I loved her, and tonight I wanted to express just how much. She was so beautiful, young, vibrant, and wounded just as I. I smiled slightly and focused in on her eyes. She sat there, only mere inches away from my lips, and breathed in deep. I laughed a little because she could be so dramatic at times. She loved hard, and I loved that about her. But I loved hard too, and that scared me to death, because I only had loved once, and that didn't work out. Don't compare me to her. Don't compare me with your past. I can't win the battle because it's already done. But I can win your future. Janet would beg me often just to be in the moment. I leaned towards her, our noses pressed against each other. I matched her breathing and hummed, I love you. Her eyes became glossy. Her body grew tense, and she was beginning to fight that feeling again. Love. We both fought love. She once told me, I don't wish to fight my feelings for you. I just can't help it. I had planned this night out perfectly. In one of the most beautiful hotels in downtown Atlanta, the best food, the prettiest rose petals covered the floor, the brightest candles in our room, and set the mood with Donny Hathaway. I had done things like this before to woo a woman, but Janet was different. I love you, baby, I told her again. Her tears were evident as she challenged herself to look at me head on. Her face was solemn. She seemed at peace. I waited 29 years for someone like you, for someone to get me, and here you are. It's surreal, you know, for me to love you, she whispered. I studied her words as I always did. Yes, baby, I know. Things like this don't last forever. Things like this only happen in the movies, she added. Stop fighting me. I sat down my glass of wine and placed my hand on her shoulders, forcing her body to face mine and to stare me head on. I gave her a slight shake. Baby, stop fighting me. Why not fight, Denham? Why just allow these feelings to build? We're allowing them to build. Into what? I dropped my hands into my lap, leaned forward, and examined her question. I am not a fortune teller. I don't know what to tell you. We had an agreement. You remember that, right? I shook my head yes. I knew what she meant, and I didn't think she completely trusted me anyhow. I didn't blame her because I knew what type of man I was. Here I was, over the age of 35, with a perfect woman that seemed to be made from my very rib, and I didn't want to just have her. I still desired other women. I wanted the chance to continue to be a whore. The whore I've been since I could remember. She was perfect for me in all the wrong ways, and the very fact that she could be made for me scared me. So, we made an agreement. But arrangements can be broken, right? Janet sat her drink down and leaned back on the bed's headboard. This was nice, what you did. Her eyes traveled across the room, examining the ambience of love I had attempted to create. Thank you, baby. This night, well, this day was perfect. I do love you, Denham. You know that, right? Yes, baby, I know. Let's just keep it simple, okay? She grabbed her wine and took a huge swallow. I don't know why her words pierced me, but they did. It was as if I wanted her to tell me she only wanted me. I wanted her to say that she was ready to go to the next level so that we could build a life together. But she didn't. Instead, she said the same words I always professed. But oftentimes, I was torn. I could manage the thought of her being with another man as long as I had free rein to be with other women, and that is what we have been doing for months now. It would be a year soon, and we were still stuck in this limbo of, I love you, but not enough to only want you. Straight bullshit, if you ask me. But we were both stuck in our selfish desires. It was easy before I met her. Life was simple. I didn't want another relationship. I didn't want another friend. I really didn't want another woman. It was the mere fact that I still held on to my own freedom, my sense of I can do what the fuck I want and keep us in this space. I opened my mouth right now and I said, baby, I only want you. Would she even believe me? I was Denham Overton, a whore by blood, a man without bounds, a selfish man. No kids, no wife, no soul. I was a man who had loved once and fucked it over because I chose the desires of my dick more. And now, I sat across from the person I loved who shared my very same past. We couldn't trust each other. Or could we? Baby, I agree. Let's just enjoy tonight. Us, let's just do that. I stood up and marched into the bathroom and splashed water across my face. I saw her shrug her shoulders as I walked away, as if she was convincing herself she didn't care. I know she did though, because I did too. But my pride wouldn't let me say it. I walked back into the room and smiled at Janet. This way was fine. At least she was in my life. Let's eat, baby. She looked upwards at me and smiled. Good, because all this mushy shit has caused me to want to eat a whole cow. She scooted off the bed and I followed her into the dining area where we ate and talked all night. We enjoyed each other's company and we were the best of friends. Such good friends that we knew what wasn't being said. We had agreed to no strings, but the day we said hello, our strings became attached. She had become my lifeline, and I